I don't know if I would use this as a full face foundation. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be reviewing the new Maybelline foundation, advertised as a glow makeup. It's a 4-in-1 glow makeup. It is a primer, it is a concealer, it is a highlighter, it is a BB cream. It's giving me Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood filter vibes, and I'm loving it because it's like less than half the price. So hopefully this is a dupe for that product, and I will be trying it one day so I can give you guys a little bit of a comparison between the two. Yeah, so I picked it up in the color medium. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. I went ahead and I did my eyebrows and my eyes off camera just to kind of get that out the way. We're jumping right in. I was gonna prime, but I'm like, why am I going to prime if this is what we're using? This is an all-in-one. Okay, let me go ahead and just open it up. Application says, turn collar of applicator in direction of arrows until products visible on the sponge. Ooh, there we go. Not the craziest about the sponge tip. I can start off by saying that. Coverage is there. The one thing I do notice is it has a little bit of a red undertone, the medium. And you guys know how I feel about red undertones when it comes to foundation. They just don't, I don't know, it just doesn't complement me well. But I could add a little bit of concealer. So the foundation is very, very lightweight. And I love that it does give me this little bit of tint. It kind of gives you like a little bit of a tan color. So obviously a little bit goes a long way because that was just from that pump. And I used it all over my face. One thing for sure is that it's giving you that vacation, that summer vacation type of glow. The only thing is, so I'm gonna try to get this under my eyes now. Let's see if I can continue doing it with just the sponge. Whoa, that's a lot of product. I definitely put a lot more product than I wanted to. So let's just work on it. It doesn't like settle on top of your skin, it settles into your skin, which is always a good thing. And a good way to like make everything look so nice and seamless. Hold on, let's turn this light up. I feel like, guys, I'm so over the winter. It's so dark already and it's only like, it should not be this dark. The fact that it's so glowy, it really makes any imperfection pop. I don't know if I would use this as a full face foundation. It really brings out any imperfection. If you have a little bump, because of that glowiness, it's like bringing it forward. Insecurities, as I call them. All of these little bumps, all of these little insecurities, it definitely brings them out, and the light hits them, and it's just because of the reflexes in it, it just really makes everything pop, including, obviously you guys know I have this texture here, so it really kind of makes it show more, I feel. For me, this would be more of a targeted product, meaning I would use this in areas and then do some foundation and then do some concealer, because there's a lot of glowiness inside of this. Okay, I'm going to be using my Rare Beauty Joy Blush, since we're gonna keep it in the cream family right now. And I wanna see what happens. Like, does this tug? Does this sit well with other products? Like, what is the tea? I do feel like it's kind of drinking this up. Usually this blush is a lot more like pigmented, because it sits on top of kind of the product, but this is just like mixing it on in. Like, we're all gonna be super glowy. I'm gonna put a little bit more because I really do feel like it's not showing up as much as I want it. So I definitely see that this kind of drinks up cream products because the blush isn't popping as much as it usually does. But I did have to bring this foundation like past into my chest, and it still might be like two separate colors because of the tint that it gives you. But I don't think it would be a good idea for me to go down a color. I think this would be my color regardless. But if they do come up with more, I think they just have 4 and I want to double check that, but I do know that I would be somewhere in between this color and like the one before, somewhere in between. The color before this was just way too light, and then this one looks like it's could be the perfect color, but I do want it to match me a little bit better. So I would go 1/2 of a tone up or a difference. Okay, now that we have everything on, literally, I'll do a little bit of cream contour because I am going out with this makeup. This product blends really well with other cream products. I'm not seeing any like tugging, so I think I am going to add a little concealer because this as concealer, I don't really know. It says concealer, but I don't know. I need a little more love. I feel like it does not conceal your under eye circles that well. If anything, it kind of just shows them more. So I will be applying a little concealer. I'm gonna apply a little bit of the concealer serum from NYX. See, that like really brings that out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use my regular powders. I'm gonna set my textured side just because that's the side that's like super showing, like, look at my texture right now. I'm gonna go in with a little brush first, and then I'll just put a little more product. Okay, so this side I did set, and I used my RCMA powder, and then this side I just left it as is just to kind of see what happens and see how everything settles. I'm gonna go ahead and put some lipstick on. So I did go ahead and add some liner and just bring out the green because I've been loving green. And yeah, this is my finished look. So one thing I realized is after a while, the glow kind of like, it's less intense than what I thought it would be because I got a little worried, I got a little scared. I was like, it's very, very glowy. It reminds me of like that. There was a product that Huda Beauty made. People were putting it under their foundation, and it gave me that vibe really quick, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do it. But now it feels so nice. It settled, it dried, it looks really pretty. If you can see, I do have a lot of glow. So it's looking very glowy. As I said, the products kind of blend with it, so you don't really get that like harsh product look. If you add too much of anything, it just kind of sits there nicely, actually. And I feel like the side that is set just looks very like flat, very like you know, which is what setting does sometimes to you. I added a little bit of highlight just to kind of like keep it from being that flat, but it's still flat, girl. One thing I noticed as well is the two products did mix nicely, which is the foundation that we're reviewing today along with the NYX Bear With Me concealer serum. I really needed that pop under the eyes. One thing I would recommend is with this, if you have like little eye bags or like a little darkness under your eyes, you're gonna have to go in with the concealer if you really want to just conceal those like on another level. The foundation to me is heavier than light. I actually am very shocked at how good it is. And yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna check back in with you guys in about 6 hours, a couple of hours, and then right before bed. So I'll let you know how everything is looking, how everything is coming together. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, you guys. So this is my first check-in. This is my first video for YouTube on this phone, and I'm loving the quality. So, I mean, but it shows every little imperfection. Okay, so update on the foundation. Okay, so the side without any setting powder is looking great. It's looking good, but it is sticky, and I've realized I've kind of wiped my hands on something, and I did notice a little bit of the product does come off. On the side with the powder, it's all right as well. It's like, it looks good. It actually looks good. Both sides look great. I do still feel like the side that was not set is actually nicer looking because of the glow, like the healthy glow that it, opposed to this side, which is the side with texture. So yeah, so that's update number 1.
I should have at least put like some chapstick or something on. So this is my last and final update on this foundation. I definitely see now, like the longer I wait, it's not one of those long wear foundations, afterglow, whatever it is. It's literally like a little bit of it left. I can already see pores. I can already see my freckles through it. So it's definitely not a long wear type of situation, type of foundation. That sums it up for me. I definitely recommend this foundation, especially if you have dry skin. I definitely recommend if you want that nice glow, as long as you don't have to put it all over your face. That's what I would recommend. I would wear it in a different way. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed this review or learned something or made a decision on whether to pick this up or not.